Got him. Loving that. Hello, good game. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch and support the channel. Like button's just down below, you'll find it. Today we've got Prismari Dragonfire. This is an instant and sorcery-based deck looking to really take advantage of Rowan, Scholar of Sparks, and Will, Scholar of Frost. This will reduce the cost of our instances and sorceries by 1, which is, actually pretty incredible when you think of it, casting multiples per turn because of that. And yeah, just taking full control over our matches, ideally, of course. So in today's video, we'll break down the list, show you the gameplay, and wrap up with some cool thoughts on the deck when we're all done. So thank you again. Let's get into it. So, if you guys are looking for any information, we're doing our giveaways. We just gave away a Scalding Tarns. What up? Congratulations to Unshaven Legs for winning that. Just announced our next giveaway. We're going to buy someone's complete rare set of the next standard set. More information within the Discord. Of course, link is in the link tree, and you can support the channel if you want through a couple different avenues there also. But, without further ado, 3.2 average mana value within the deck. There's a perfect split here between 22 and 24. That's why it lights up purple for us there. I don't know what that was about. That was pretty cool. 8 creatures and 32 non-creatures with only 20 land in the deck, but we do have some MDFCs here, right? We've got 2 copies of Jwari Disruption and the Runes. This is going to be a land. We have 2 copies of Shatterskull Smashing and the Hammer Pass. Hammer Pass is a land. We have 2 copies of Seagate Restoration. That's a land as well within, Seagate Reborn. So that's pretty handy, and that's going to take us up to 26, which is a much friendlier number. Mind my manners, 28, because 2 copies of Spikefield Cave as well with Hazard as that instant and sorcery. So it's really cool because we are casting instants and sorceries as a main theme within the deck, and then we have all of these lands that just happen to be instances and sorceries as well, which is really cool. So you get very good value there, just as a general ruling. And then, I mentioned Rowan, Scholar of Sparks, and Will, Scholar of Frost. They both have the same passive ability, reducing instances and sorceries that we're casting by 1, which is really interesting. And then, as far as Rowan, you're dealing 1 damage to each opponent. If you've drawn more than 3 cards this turn, you'll deal 3 damage to each opponent instead. Irrelevant. Doesn't matter literally at all. The nice thing here, though, is the -4. You get an edit whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell. You may pay 2 if you do copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's incredibly powerful. Like I said, the whole deck revolves around instances and sorceries. And if we're able to copy everything for 2 mana, I don't know how our opponent will ever keep up to that. However, as good as that is, Will, Scholar of Frost is it's been getting my love almost more because, it has immediate effect when it enters the battlefield. +1, target creature has base power and toughness of 0-2 until your next turn. So if they don't have any attackers haste-wise, they only have 1 creature on the field, you can play Will plus him and shut down that attacker so he's safe for that next turn. You can also -3 to draw 2 cards, and now this is actually my favorite. That's my go-to ability here. And -7, exile up to 5 target permanents. For each permanent exile this way, its controller creates a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. We're not really focusing on that. We're instances of sorceries. We don't have, those artifacts and enchantments, stuff like this. So yeah, go for the -4 within the Scholar of Sparks, and Will can either +1 or -3 quite successfully there. The main goal is to have them remain in play so we can make use of that static ability, reducing the costs of everything, right? So let's take a look at some of the goodies. Magma Opus, what a BM card. For 8 mana, instant speed, 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. Tap up to 2 target permanents, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token, and then draw 2 cards. We can also discard it for 2 mana, creating a treasure token. So if you're early game, worried about your land ramp, you can make that treasure token by doing the discard there, which is quite nice, and that's great. We also have Prismari Command while we're on the notes of the treasure. Instant speed for 3, choose 1, 2 damage to any target. Target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards, which can trigger the 3 damage through Rowan. Keep it in mind. Target player creates a treasure token, destroy target artifact. So we can ramp with the treasure tokens, and we can take our opponent's treasures or, Embercleaves or Henges away with the command, and, that's super satisfying. We also have 2 copies of multiple choice for 1+X sorcery speed. If X is 1, scry 1, then draw a card. If X is 2, you may choose a player. They return a creature they control to their hand. If X is 3, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. And if X is 4 or more, choose all of the above, which is a pretty good value, I find anyways. We have 4 copies of Draconic Intervention for 4 mana, sorcery speed. As an additional cost to cast this spell, exile instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. And again, this is nice because we can discard the Magma Opus into our graveyard, and then that's an 8 CMC. Draconic Intervention deals X damage to each non-dragon creature, where X is the exiled card's mana value, right? It could potentially be 8 or 4 or under. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile instead, and of course you will exile Draconic Intervention once it's cast, because that's how good it is. So, you know, there's lots of things that need to be exiled, and this is what I would call a red Extinction Event or a red Shadows Verdict. That's how good it works. You know, you're not getting the graveyard like the Verdict, but you are getting what's on the field into exile, and I love it. Moving out from there, you know, we kind of talk about value within our decks a lot. Of course, we have to have the Brazen Borrower and the Bonecrusher Giant included because they're just broken, right? It's an adventure creature with an amazing creature and an amazing instant or sorcery. In this case, they're both instant. Stomp for 2 damage. Damage can't be prevented this turn. 2 damage to any target. Decent removal. And then it's a 4/3 as a creature for 3 mana. Whenever it's the target of a spell, 2 damage to that spell's controller. We've got Petty Theft for 2 to return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And then the flying 3/1 that can only blash other creatures. Can only block other creatures. And it has flash and flying. LOL. Only block other creatures with flying, that is. If I'm unclear through my incoherent rambling. 2 copies of Behold the Multiverse, foretell for 2. Instant speed, scry 2, then draw 2 cards. You know, just getting that value back in our hand at instant speed if we can get there. 2 copies of Negate, counter target non-creature spell. 2 copies of Scorching Dragonfire, instant speed. Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If it would die, exile it instead. Disruption for 2 mana, instant speed, counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. Into the Roil. Kicker. You know, for an additional 2, it is 2 CMC, instant speed. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If it was kicked, draw a card. That's great. The Smashing deals X damage divided as we choose among up to 2 targets. If X is 6 or more, double that damage. So that's nice with the land on the back end there. And the Seagate Restoration, you know, again for 7 here. Sorcery speed, draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand plus 1 if you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. That's going to be pretty beneficial for us as well. And of course the land if we need it. The pathways and the basic lands. It's not a super, you know, tuned in deck. Keep in mind that lots of the lands are within MDFC here. That's why it looks so odd. And it does really just come down to a control/tempo style of play. Outvaluing your opponent. You do have the attackers through the Brazen Borrower, through the Bonecrusher Giant. You can make 4/4s a couple different ways as well. And, you know, dealing that direct damage is always an option as well on your opponent. So, you know, it's just going to be some grindy matches where you try to outvalue your opponent. Again, thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Make sure to support the channel by downloading Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant and checking all of the other goodies out available within our link tree in the description below, or you can Google Hello Good Game Linktree to stay up to date on the latest and greatest. I appreciate each and every one of you. Enjoyed today's gameplay footage, and we'll be back soon to wrap up with my final thoughts. Okay, new dawn, new day, new deck, new play. I don't want to miss Rowan. It's going to be the whole point of this match. Oh, we could have got some damage there. Bonecrusher Giant's probably our go-to play here. I really want to get Destroy Artifact with Command on it. The cleave, right? Let's try to have them sink their mana into the Weaselback as well. Okay, well, I'll kill the champion instead then. Massacre it. Let's kill it. They might have a Boulder Rush on the champion. No, okay. And then it's just like, beat my giant. They have to play their own giants. Or have first strike candy. Haven is pretty BM for mono red. Wolf. Alright. Giant's gone. Do they have another 1-drop? It looks like it. Yeah. So we could kill one of them, make a token, and then bounce one of them. This isn't. I'm mixing that up with the Quandrix one. Oh, no, I'm not, because we're using Petty Theft. I'm confusing myself. Oh! They could have an Infuriate to save it. And I don't know how bad I really want to bounce one of these. Maybe if they sink their mana into it. Which it looks like they're gonna do. Oh, we have to do it. They can just replay it though now. Still saving some damage. What else are we gonna do, right? That Faceless Haven makes me super upset. Really upset. We don't really have a way to deal with it. Let's just take our draw, I guess. Or,
if you want to win, fight smarter, not harder.
you know, when this attacks, it turns that to a 5. So we have to minus.
There's got to be a spell somewhere. Perhaps I need to be more aggressive.
Well, we do have our intervention. The Haven won't hit us unless they play a land. They just hit for 1. Clean the field. They still have the Haven. We're at 16. Maybe they drop something big. Disruption saves us. They don't have anything big to drop. What are the chances that they drop a Torbrand? Like 0? I still have to play it safe. It's just Haven, and we should have stored value. Yeah. Oh well. This is instant, yeah. Let's just kill the Faceless Haven. No, sorry. It's weird that it's like, are you sure? Oh, that's funny. That should be a warning sign. So we do go back up to 2 our turn. Oh my gosh, great. That is just such good news, and we can cast it. Alright, I'm not a complete failure today. Just almost one. Woo! Robber's gone. Tap the lands. We get 2 damage. And a 4/4, which is cool. Got him. Loving that. All right. Now we're good to progress. I'm actually gonna double draw here because I'm so greedy. I know the emblem's really where it's at,
Well, this is a real
and that's what I'm
stunner.
gonna tell you guys to go for. But I love the draw. It just gives me access to more things, and that's really good, right? And our turn. Because Behold the Multiverse only costs 3. Okay. Removal on our token. We get that draw. And we're good to go now, right? This is everything we need. Nice. Woo! I'm glad we found someone to bully. And it happened to be a mono red deck, which is great. Don't you dare. Fine.
Let's bar
You
again
jerk. Should be good. Bonecrusher Giant, Brazen Borrower, Throne of Eldraine. You know what I mean? It's just like, does it even make any sense? Good game. Okay. I believe that we can do this. Have faith, you guys. It's been a long time since I went 0-3. It's happened. 0-4 is even more rare. But it happens from time to time. Believe it or not, it happens. We're playing against Jwari, so I don't think there's anything really to do this turn. Reduce the cost of that, right? It's gonna be our best bet. I'm doing it now. Oh, we do have the land, actually. What was I thinking? Didn't see that land there. I was like, getting upset that we didn't have the land. It's okay. Bad play. We're okay, though. They're just going to play, you know, the dumb Willful Haven or Cultivate. It doesn't matter. We have no counters anyways. But we do need one. But we do need one. We make a treasure token. We're just going to clean up this, the 2/2s with the intervention. I can't believe we didn't get a land. Like, that is actually ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. Where is the frickin' land? Oh, cancel, cancel, cancel. We only want to pay one. Thank you. Took a bit. LOL. It's our turn, I guess. It's a hard one, but we really should just chill out. I freaking hate this deck. If they have an ultimatum, I'm gonna flip out. And that's why we had to just, like, wait, is because we can't let them know that they can just do it. Like, we have to show them open mana. Nice, they eliminate it to fizzle our borrower. Big brain play. We have no counterspell, which is pretty sad, but what do you do? Alright. Let's go with Will. Draw.
For one. Well, this is a real page turner.
And our instances and sorceries do cost less here, which is nice. So Disruption, Borrower, Into the Roil, all 1 mana now. They can pay for that. We can Royal our guy back. I think the Magecraft in Is It could be really good. Maybe that's something that we should pay more attention to. And that's kind of how it works, is like not every deck I make pops off, but they lead me to different decks and different ideas that potentially do. Where is the land? Oh my gosh. This is just artifact, yeah. Let's pass it up. I wish I had more counter magic. We have negates and stuff. Just where are they? So they want in our hand. They want to see that it's safe. At least this way we're doing some tempo damage. Or not. So this fizzles, they get in our hand with that. Let's try to draw a negate.
Oh, good. This will
No.
I have learned so
There's no negate there. Trying our best to get around this ultimatum, right? And here they get to see we have no negate, and they're like, okay, let's go. They probably take disruption still. And we probably get smashed with ultimatum. The answers are here, though. Like, this is a match that we could win. Do they have it? 3 cards in hand with a Yorion. I bet they do, but maybe not. Maybe not. Who knows? How could they not, though? How? Bummer. There's nothing we're doing there.
Well, at least I've learned.
We should have cast command if we wanted to. They could bounce Elspeth to get in my hand again. We have a 4 CMC. They take a non-creature, so let's get the Planeswalker out. And maybe they can't deal with it. I mean, they're one draw away from just going nuclear. We lose command. Even if they get to their other payoff spells without using ultimatum, that signifies to me that they don't have it. They're just thinning. Wow. I've never seen an ultimatum deck not hit it so quickly. Please don't kill my Planeswalker. Please don't kill my Planeswalker.
Prismari teach some good moves.
Okay, we have lethal and potentially 2. Negate is ready to rip. We lose our graveyard, whatever. That kind of does suck for a few things in our deck. Like the Draconic Intervention. Got him. So we could go into a -4 ultimatum here. They're gonna make the wolf. That is good. I mean, it's not really on an empty hand, but... And it costs... We can't do it, because the cost reduction leaves. Right, so even though right now it only costs 6 and we have 8, as soon as we -4, this cost goes up. Nice. Nice.
I've learned lots of techniques from artists.
Let's just go for it. That's 6, so they're not attacking Rowan this turn, so we might get that minus. Hopefully they don't top deck an ultimatum. Oh, there goes this game. Dang it! We were so close. I knew they were going to get to it. Oh, man. We were, like, potentially 1 turn away. That hurts my soul. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty terrible. Kibble can minus... Well, at first it can plus this turn. Look for its own removal. And then it can minus next turn. They got our Magma Opus. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. Good game. Here we go, bro. They think I'm just gonna leave, but we'll let them go. Play it out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends to help support the channel. Oh my god. I like how the whole game's just quick until this moment, and they're like, aha, I got it. Now let's rope them and make them quit because they're bored of watching. And that's just exactly what it turns into. It's like their brain overloads, and my brain self-destructs. I hate that deck so much. Oh, no! Okay, our luck today wasn't as good as I would want it to be. We got bashed a little bit, but we did win 1 match, which is great, right? That's all we need, 1 win. That one goes right at the start of the video, you know what I mean? We're getting to the end of the season, and I probably want to be getting more serious with the decks that I create within the, the last bit of the month here to try to get into that top 1500 again, while still remaining relatively organic within my ideas and deck builds. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we're going to be maybe swooping back to some of the ones that I touched already and upgrading them, because at the end of the day, 2 videos a day, there's only so many decks, but I've always got new ideas that splinter off of the deck I just did, and, look out, Prismari. We've got some upgrades coming your way. It's not, I wouldn't even call them upgrades. It's a totally different deck, but it will be Prismari. The Ifrit Flame Painter is where I'm headed next. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks again for all your time and attention. We'll see you soon in the next video, and have a magical day.